All right, looking at some moves. I've been doing this little board here. I missed a few days last week. But Friday, put this in. UNHG is a new ETF for United Healthcare, and there's UNG, both on the arrow up. Open swing trade from 2, which was very strong move, and lift has been up. So let's look at UNHG. Put this up here. Look at UNHG, new ETF, leverage 2 times shares long ETF. A lot of these ETFs are coming about. I'm talking like CoreWeave, Palantir. Like there's so many. Instead of playing the stock, you can play these. A lot of times it's a cheaper price. So that's what's good to get people in to trade lower price. This was at 1650. It goes below 1050. Look at this go all the way up. 1689. You get the big gap up. Now here you start to run up. You have the break of 1150, ascending triangle, and you go up, and look where we're at, 1689. So this is a very strong move. What else? You got UNH. Let's take a look at that one again. All right, UNH, of course, gap down back in April, another gap down, another gap down. You have a cross. You came back up. Slight move up, not huge, but it was a good move. All the way down to the low, 234.60. Then this is an ascending triangle too. Look at this. The low, you break 250, and then look, off to the races we go. Then you need the big gap up. Buffett's involved with this now, 305.42. Weekly chart again. You went all the way down low. You tried to come up here, and look at this. Crossed over. So that's a good sign for a move ahead. I like the monthly because look how far we come from high to low. You're at 1162. First crossover since this. That tells me we're going higher somewhat. Unless this is a fake out, you go even lower, which I'm not believing now because you have that green candle, but we'll see. But that's also a very good point. You don't have a crossover this whole way till now. So I like that on UNH. And I called this, I like it higher to at least 328. See that candle? And the bottom of that gap, 343. Then we'll go from there. Open. I've done this before. This is a tremendous move. Big move down, falling wedge, squeeze to a point. Algo alert, 50 cents. You go all the way up to 5. 488% gain. You come down to, look at this, 322 now. Now, actually, the run could be over. Swing. I didn't write this down before. I was looking at it, never wrote it, but it came out of here, the chart, 2. You go to 250, and then you have a candle here colored, which is getting overbought here. So there could be still room left, but 322 on open. What else we got here? Lift. All right, here's lift. See the move down. Well, let's go to April. We had a big gap up. 10 goes to 13. Gap up all the way to 17. You go down here. 1421. Move up. Move down again. The low right here. 1316. Look at this right here. Crossover is the next candle. That's a good sign too. And look what you had here. Low, moved up, low, divergence. That's what it's called, divergence, where you're moving higher. And Stochastics is telling you there's probably a move even higher. And look what happened, 1350. 1587 right now. It's getting overbought. Weekly chart. You're trying to cross over. You straightened out on this white line. Look at this here. And you might cross out and go higher than this. I would look for 16, well, we're right at 16, 17 plus, and we'll see if we can get there.